Hello class, and welcome back to our lecture on business plans within professional communication and rhetoric, and the focus on social service and community organizations. Here we will detail the key components of a business plan as it pertains to a social service organization. So a business plan is an essential tool for any organization looking to achieve its goals and its objectives. In the social service sector, a well-crafted business plan can be the key to attracting funding, outlining programs and services, and ultimately achieving the organization's mission. Now, this lecture will provide a comprehensive overview of the key components of a business plan as it pertains to a social service organization. Now, a key component of any business plan is the executive summary. And the executive summary is for those that are interested in the organization but don't have the time to look at the details. And they just want the overall gist of what's going on so that they can make an informed decision. And that's what the executive summary is for. It is a brief overview of the entire business plan, typically 1 or 2 pages in length. And it should provide an overview of the organization's mission and objectives, as well as an explanation of how the plan will help achieve those goals. Additionally, it should provide a summary of the organization's management team and financial projections. Next, there is the market analysis. And the market analysis section of a business plan should provide a detailed overview of the social service sector and the specific market in which the organization operates. And this should include an analysis of the target audience, the competition, and any relevant trends or challenges. Additionally, this section should outline the organization's unique value proposition and how it differentiates itself from other social service and community program providers. After that section is the program and services section. The programs and services section of the business plan should outline the specific services or programs that the organization offers. And this should include a description of each program, the target clientele, and any relevant outcomes or achievements. Additionally, this section should provide an overview of any partnerships or collaborations that the organization has with other social service providers. Next, there is marketing and sales. And the marketing and sales section of the business plan should provide a comprehensive overview of the organization's marketing strategy, including how it plans to attract and retain clients or program participants. Now, this should include a description of the organization's brand, their marketing channels, and any relevant advertising or promotional materials. Additionally, the section should outline the sales process and any relevant sales projections. In the case of a social service and community organization, that can vary widely, and to some extent, that also has to do with donor support and volunteer support. So it's important to have those in mind in this section. Then there's the management and personnel section, the people section. And the management and personnel section of the business plan should provide an overview of the organization's leadership team and key personnel. This should include biographical information for each member of the team, as well as their relevant experience and qualifications. Additionally, this section should provide an overview of the organization's organizational structure and any relevant policies or procedures. And finally, there is the projections of finances. The financial projection section of the business plan should provide a comprehensive overview of the organization's financial performance and projections for the future. And this should include an analysis of the organization's revenue streams, operating expenses, and any relevant financial ratios or metrics. Additionally, this section should provide a forecast of the organization's financial future and their future performance and projections for growth and expansion. And then finally, we have the conclusion section. In the overall business plan, it's important to have a well-crafted plan as a guide for your organization. A well-crafted business plan is an essential tool for any social service organization looking to achieve its mission and objectives. By following all of those components, an organization can develop a comprehensive plan that outlines their programs and services, marketing and sales strategies, management team, and financial projections. And with this plan in place, organizations can then attract funding, partnerships, and client or program participants. Ultimately, this will help the social service organization achieve its goals of making a significant and meaningful difference in their communities. Now, I just want to circle back and focus on creating a business plan for a social service organization, because the purpose of this part of the lecture is really to provide you with a little more detail of each of these sections. So, first off, you want to think in terms of mission and goals. And the first component of a plan for a social service organization is to really define the mission and goals of the organization. And it's important to clearly outline the purpose of the organization, the services it offers, and the target population it serves. And once the mission and goals is defined, the next step is to identify the target market. Now, unlike for-profit businesses, social service organizations do not have a specific customer base. Instead, they serve a specific population or community. And so it's important to identify the characteristics of this target market, such as age, income level, education level, and other relevant demographics. And then there should be some conducting of a competitive analysis, which is essential to develop a successful marketing plan for a social service organization. Now, this analysis should identify the strengths and weaknesses of the organization and of other social service and community providers, because there's always going to be some competition for funding. And so you need to show your unique value and the unique value proposition of your organization and how it can differentiate itself from other providers. And then, of course, within that is a SWOT analysis. And this is an important component of any marketing plan and is still something that's relevant for social service organizations. And this analysis identifies the strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats facing the organization, and it helps identify areas where the organization can improve and opportunities it can capitalize on. Next is the marketing plan for the social service organization, because there still needs to be marketing. You need to be able to engage your audience. You want to target your marketing plans, achieve the goals of the organization. For example, the marketing strategies might include social media campaigns, community events, and outreach programs. And a marketing plan for a social service organization will have several components and different goals. So let's just kind of be mindful of, for example, the missions and goals of an organization. We'll take LEAF Social Services again. Its mission and goals were to provide mental health and social service supports to individuals in need, to increase awareness about mental health issues and reduce stigma, to establish partnerships with local healthcare providers to provide comprehensive mental health care. Their target audience were adults from the ages of 18 to 65, individuals with mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and bipolar, individuals who are uninsured or underinsured, individuals living below the poverty line were people that they were focused on serving. As far as a competitive analysis goes, this organization was competing with other mental health service providers in the area, and the organization differentiated itself by offering a comprehensive range of services and support, including counseling, medication management, and social support. As far as the SWOT analysis goes, some of their strengths included experienced staff, partners with local healthcare providers, established relationships with local community groups. Some of their weaknesses were limited funding, limited resources, limited outreach to target populations. As far as the opportunities go, there was an increasing awareness of mental health issues, an increasing demand for mental health services, potential for increasing funding from grants and donations. Some of the threats were also the increasing competition from other organizations, changes in governmental health care policies, as well as the potential risk of economic downturn. As far as the marketing strategies go, social media campaigns were part of it, targeting the target population and their families, as well as community events such as mental health fairs and support groups, outreach programs to local healthcare providers, schools, and community organizations, partnerships with local media outlets to increase awareness about mental health issues. And the differences between the marketing plan for social services and for-profit organizations really kind of focused on the mission as being the center. Social service organizations have a mission to serve the community, while for-profit businesses have a mission to generate profit. And as far as the target market goes, social service organizations target a specific population or community, while a for-profit business targets a specific customer base. So just be mindful in the midst of all of that each one of these areas, while it may not be for profit, is still essential because funding and administration still needs to be a part of any program or organization, whether it be non-profit or for-profit. And so be mindful of who your market is, what programs and services you can offer, how you can connect with your community, the kinds of people you have and their skill sets, as well as financial projections, is all part of the overall role of running any program or organization. We're going to continue on now and explore developing a business plan for a social service organization program. Business plan really is an essential part of the success of any organization or any program, including social service programs. And what we want to do here is look at the step-by-step process and reiterate the importance of the business plan. Now, according to a study by Chandler and Jensen in 2017, having a well-developed business plan can significantly increase the success rate of your social service program. And the executive summary is the first section of a business plan and provides a brief overview of the entire program. And so it's a critical component of the business plan, as it serves as the first impression for potential funders or volunteers. Now, the executive summary should contain several key elements. First off, there should be a mission statement, and this section should briefly describe the mission of the social service program. The mission should be clear and concise and easy to understand. Then there should be a description of the programs, and this section should provide an overview of the social service programs that you're offering or program. It should describe the services provided, the target population, and the unique value proposition of the program. Next, there should be the market analysis, and this section should describe the target market for the social service program. It should identify the needs of the target market, the competition, and potential funding sources. There should also be a management and personnel section that describes the organizational structure of the social service program. It should identify the key personnel involved, roles and responsibilities of each individual, and their qualifications. There should also be financial projections, and this section should provide financial projections for the social service program. It should include revenue, expenses, and funding sources, and it's essential to ensure that the financial projections are realistic and based on sound assumptions. There should also be a funding requirements section, and this section should identify the funding requirements for the program. It should describe the amount of funding required and the intended use of the funds. And in essence, there should be a full description of the program within the executive summary, including a conclusion. And it's essential to note that the executive summary should be clear and concise and to the point. It should be no more than 2 pages in length and should be written in a way that is easy to understand for potential funders. The executive summary really is the critical component of a business plan for a social service community service program. It provides an overview of the entire plan and serves as the first impression for potential funders. It's essential to ensure that the executive summary of your business plan is clear and concise and easy to understand, and that it really delves into all of the essential aspects within your business plan. So overall, I hope that you see that having a good comprehensive business plan is absolutely essential within this process. So overall, within this week's lesson, we have explored the importance of a business plan for social service and community service organizations. We've started by defining what a business plan is and why it's important for an organization, especially for those in the social service sector. We've shared some stories of the importance of a business plan and the success of social service programs. We've delved into the key components of a business plan that are essential for the success of any social service organization. We've discussed the executive summary, the market analysis, the industry analysis, the organization and management section, the service and product line, the marketing and sales analysis, the funding requests, the financial projections. And we've highlighted the importance of each component and gave detailed insights from some published peer-reviewed research. Further, we've gone into great detail about how it is important to have critical aspects of the business plan, like the executive summary. We've highlighted the importance and understanding of the target audience, of competition and market trends. We've provided practical examples and cited relevant research to emphasize the significance of things like your market analysis section. So in developing a business plan, we realize that it can be daunting, but it's essential for any social service and community organization that wants to succeed. A well-written business plan can help organizations to attract funding, develop strategies, and establish priorities. In essence, a business plan, remember, is a roadmap that outlines the goals, objectives, and strategies of an organization. It provides a clear picture of the organization's market, financial projections, and funding needs. And the key components of a business plan are essential for the success of any social service and community service organization. And by understanding the purpose and components of a business plan, organizations can develop a comprehensive plan that will help them to achieve their goals. Now, I want to thank you for engaging in this lecture and exploring the wonderful world of a business plan in social service and community service organizations. I hope that you found it informative. Hope you enjoyed this lecture, and we will see you in our next lesson. You take care. Goodbye.